Well, let's look at it. It is really important to see what's happening in the market. A few days ago, we were saying is really a chop in the range. There was no real momentum. Yesterday, we saw a real momentum came in on both sides. Initially, it came down and a lot of people have shorted, and then later on it squeezed up and a lot of people have bought it on this breakout. And I was asking the question whether it is going to be a liquidity grab or is a real breakout. And ultimately, we came to conclusion that this breakout became the fake out. It was just a liquidity grab. But then it came back in, people have might re-shorted it. Now market is again holding all the key supports and trying to break out. So this is really a nice battle between them. The trend is still the up. If you look at this one, the 5 moving average, the 9 moving average, the 21 already crossed over here. This is a 50. We still know that 200 moving average is on the upside. But if you look at, in all honesty, without any biasness, we can clearly see the market structure is consolidation over the highs and looking for the next leg up. Whether it's going to fake out or break out, we don't know. It is going to happen today or tomorrow or Monday. We don't know. But until is in this range, I would not suggest to take any trade, right? Because that is the same way. If you have lost money in these days, you're likely going to lose money here as well. Because again, if you look at it, it's a very lower consolidation ranges. Now, if you zoom in and look at the 30 minutes chart, more closely. So right now, you can tell me that this is the last 30 minutes candle before the session ends. And we right now is within that candle. Okay. And this last 30 minutes candle yesterday before the session closed, it covered almost the complete session. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 4 hours, almost 8 candles covered in just one candle. So that was really bearish candle. But then again, we see the market is just right now is here, just below the M shape. So it's still the choppiness. Now, what do you expect? Market is here. Are we expecting it's going to come down or going to go back up? Nobody knows. Our as a trader, our job is to watch out closely and see if you can find if it started coming down and break this candle, this 30 minutes, then we'll look for some trades with the clear momentum. But as far as this is within this candle, there is going to be much choppiness in the market. And look at this, that what is the size of this candle is really a big candle. So from 57.25 to 56.86, right? Is almost 50 points range. If you look at it, 45 points range, which is almost usually the market move 50 in the choppy days. ES doesn't move more than 50 points. So this is very close to the lower range and it's Friday. So there's a lot of hurdles there. Market has to clear this in either way for us to get the real momentum. Of course, if we expect the breakout, we really want to see the NVIDIA, Tesla, all other market stocks needs to bounce. Here, look at it. The VIX is on this side, the UVXY. We're already dropping below that. So that's good that the VIX, which is the volatility indicator, it's coming down. But if you look at it here, it is breaking down, but it's not yet broke out. So if it doesn't break down and it's just bounced back up, so it means that volatility is going to come back. So at this point is the range. Nobody's winning. Of course, the trend is up. There is no way we can say this is a bearish trend and then bear is aggressive. No, bears are not aggressive at this point here. So we do not need to be aggressive. But whether the longs are aggressive, no, so far the longs are not winning either. So this is a neutral market dimension of the market structure. So we need to be very carefully trade in any direction we take the trade. Initial thing, what we can do, we can just avoid them and of initial ranges. But once we get the clear momentum on either side, once this range breaks, then we can definitely look for the setups. Yeah. So it's still the same range. So market is still in the same area. It didn't basically, it tried to broke out yesterday, but came back into the same range. So here, if you look at it here, so this is a block where market get really choppy. But I'm saying that this was the breakout range yesterday. Okay, this was a higher range created on the May 2nd. Initially, when we started yesterday's session, we said that in order for us to get the breakout, we need to go above May 5th and then May 2nd. So that's really happened, right? It broke the May 5th and then May 7th made the new high. So now what happened on yesterday that it came below the May 5th range. But now in the pre-market, we are in middle of these two ranges, which is basically the high of the May 5th and low of the May 2nd. So when you have a very tiny range, you don't know whether it's going to break out or break down. It can go either way, right? No one has a magic indicator. But what I'm saying that if it's break out here, we look for the long entries. But if it's come down, we look for the short entries. But if we stuck here, then just ignore it. It's not going to be an easy day, okay? And as I said, the reason being is not going to be easy days because we are in the very tight range. Unless we go and break those ranges, it's going to be harder for us to trade. So we're looking for this 57 to 57.20 range. Basically, think from that perspective that whatever the easy money was in the market, the investor has invested. So lot of traders, institutional investors have bought here. Now they're waiting to see what they're going to do, right? They have taken some profit here. They're just waiting if they're going to break out, they're going to add. If this support loses, they're going to stop out in their positions. And if they're going to stop out, then you're going to see again the new leg down. So the risk here is that this is the 200 moving average here. The more it's going to stay below the 200 moving averages, the overall consensus is that the likelihood that it's going to get failed. So market has to run quickly and grab this because look at it, it's not even retested yet, right? This red line is 200 SMA and it's really important for market to claim this. They already have claimed the short-term moving averages, 21, 50, so it all looks pretty clean. But this is important. If market does not able to claim this quickly, just likelihood that the bulls are just starting bailing out. It's the same thing. So when we day intraday trade, and if we are taking below the VWAP and say, you know what, if it's not able to break out soon, what are we gonna do? We're gonna start closing the position or reducing the size. So same thing with them. So they are having the position. They can give 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, but if the C is not moving, they start closing it, and it just gets spiral. Yeah, essentially, if you look at it, the question is that how do you see the market? Do you see the market was weak here, or is it just the tariff uncertainty created the market? If it's the tariff uncertainty has created this downside, then now the question is that is certainty gone, or people don't really trust now? They see that it's going to subside. It was just a noise. It likely is a noise, right? Because the Trump is pro-economy. I still feel that there is an upside, but there may be some underlying data which we don't know, right? That could be the impact. But price action looking very, really bullish. If you look at it here, we get almost 4 days of consolidation and then breakout. Here we almost getting a consolidation. But the point is that it has to go quickly up. It can't stay longer. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days in breakout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't spend weeks over weeks into the same spot. Market has to make decisions. If it's not today, then it's Monday. Could be the day, or it could be today. But then the question is that what happened next? Is it going to come down, or we have a VWAP, we have the pre-market low of the yesterday. There's a lot of congestion here. So it is just better to avoid this range at all, unless we're going to find the really nice risk to reward entries, and that's where we're going to get trade. If you don't going to find the trade today, how many of you are already green for the week? We know the market structure. Idea to make money is that, see, if you have not lost money in the last few days, so yesterday was the day to make money. So once you made the money yesterday, now today is the day for you to protect the money because you know the market is not, unless you find the really right risk reward entries and you see the structure is breaking in either direction and we get the right momentum, we can go and join them. But if it doesn't happen, there's no point of forcing the trade because forcing it just mean that you're trying to scalp it, you have a 50% edge. So those are the days where all the traders lose money. So they make money in the good days when market is directional, and they lose money when the market is not in direction. Or anyway. So 1 minute, market is selling off right now. We have charts ready, looking for good luck. That's not a financial advice. Trade at your own risk. And Tesla is about to breaking out to 94 area. Tesla looks really bullish at this point. NVIDIA is still holding. Yesterday, first minute up, hold it 5,700. Let's see what comes next. No trade for us. Watching it. We're going to take it slow today, given the very low range. Yeah, it seems like Tesla has breakout. So second leg coming down right now. Still holding the very nicely range. It would be best if we can have a little consolidation here before it breaks out. So right now we are consolidating. It's a very nice consolidation. Let's see if it breaks out over 5706. We can go long. We have a clear 5-point risk here on the low of the day. See how beautiful consolidation is happening. We're over our first support, which is 5,700. So we can definitely consider going long with the 5-point risk. So nicely hold it. I went long. Okay. Okay. I'm long with, okay, I'm long here. See if we can get the pre-market high. It's holding too long. Close to the R3, which is also the 5710. NQ is just keep churning up. We have already breached the 57, so we are still up on the upside. Good. This move is good. So almost close, reached to the 5710, but I wanted to break out over this. Tesla is nicely pushing up. Still watching it. It's coming down now. NQ reached to the resistance, but ES is still way below. Tesla is just reaching 300 level. 295 is broken out. Yeah, let's see what it does at the 300 level. So I stopped out on the ES side, just a break even. The given it is not moving. I didn't take the profit at 57.10. Look at this here. The reason only being closed at ES is and NQ reached to the resistance, but ES resistance is really high. So both are not aligned. When you create a divergence in any of it, so you do not need to take a risk. When divergence comes in, you better stop out and wait for the next setup. You don't need to force anything. So still holding 5700. Let's see what does happen here. Definitely rejected those levels here. So see market still holding. I went long Tesla at the 298. Tesla is not able to cross over 299. Market is coming down as well. I'm just closing the Tesla. I don't want to hold it. Let's see if it breaks out, then I will join again. If you look at the NQ is coming down. It still didn't lose the support yet, but if you look at the ES is losing the support right now. And Tesla is very close to the breakout point of the 300 resistance. So we can take a risk when the market is losing its support. Let's see what market does here. Closely watching. Market is still in the same 5-10 points range. Okay, market has pulled down. See, now is a test. If you look at this is the YY close as well. It's also the VWAP is here. And the question is that whether the market can hold this area 5680, 5690 or is going to fail it here. Tesla is also rejected. If you look at the Tesla, that's why I stopped out. Look at the Tesla rejection. And it's only because I can see the market. And if market is not going up, it's likely Tesla is going to fail as well. Okay, let's see. Market has held the by close. So does the Tesla. And if Tesla breakout now is going to be very interesting. We can go long here if its breakout happen and market hold this line. Okay, I'm long Tesla. Market is also Tesla is rejected again. Let's see what it does. Okay, Tesla is rejected. I'm closing out. I'm stopping out. This is my losing trade. This is definitely my losing trade. Do you see that here? Look at this one. Here, when market broke out, if you look at here on the 2 minutes, so market bounce and Tesla, here, where is it? I don't know. You can't see that chart. So the market and Tesla bounced together. And if you look at it, it missed the upside hammer of the rejection of the 300 level. Market broke down. So this market is held the Y close. Y close is still held it very nicely. Now pushing back up. Let's see, can it hold the 5700? The market rejected again the 5700. So market just came back into the middle of the previous ranges. So still in the range. Let's see what does happen next. Just stay patient. Not really anything interesting I'm watching at this point. Don't force it. So it's already 10 o'clock now. First 30 minutes. Now question is that, see, look at this 30 minutes. In this 30 minutes. So now question is that, are we going to break out here or is break down? Because this is going to be a really important one. If you can break over 5710, Meta is still there, the same place. Only Tesla is breaking out. Not really. Sometime, but not really. Today is not the day. Is really too many things are happening. Yeah, but I think the only thing regretting that Tesla is just stopped me out and I didn't re-enter and it's just moving nicely. We're waiting for, so see right now NQ has already broke out, but ES is still struggling, and therefore I'm just waiting for ES to clear this 5710. And if it's cleared 5710, then we have a chance to get that very nice trade here. So I'm just patiently waiting at this point. So look at it. NQ broke out on the previous candle. Tesla ES also trying to break out, but it's still below the moving averages. I'm just waiting patiently a little bit more before we take one more trade. It's basically upside, but its point is that it's still below the ranges. So as far as is not able to clear 5710, it just can be the same thing. Spice didn't make the new high yet. See, so the question is no. The question is not that the uptrend. Yes, it's basically the first 30 minutes is green. So if it's not making the new high, it's making that. It's just mean that it's making the lower high. So that's why a lot of new traders make mistake. So this is the high. This is the low. Now this is the lower high or this is going to be a higher high. So unless it make the high and high, we cannot confirm the trend. Trend is still downward. You see what I'm saying? So the trend is down. Even though you can say the first green is 30 minutes is green, but still the trend is down unless it break out this level. Once it breaks out, then we can say this make the new high and the trend is continuing to the upside. So watch closely that if we can get the 57.10 breakout because Tesla is moving very nicely now. Here you go. It's rejected again. Do you see that? Look at this candle now again. So now could be this is the candle where it can make the new high. Here you go. Rejection came again. We're still holding the moving averages. But I don't know why. Look at this. So clearly you can see that the NQ, the VWAP and all moving averages is below. But for ES, it's moving averages and he's not able to break those moving averages. It's looked like a hammer. Unless we saw this breakout, we can't say that. Do you see that? Those moving averages? Yeah. See, yeah, you can see. Yeah, look at this moving average. Somebody's hammering it. And what kind of bubbles coming in? No trades basically, unless this section is clear, because this section is basically a resistance. This section can easily put everything down and change the trend. Because see, he's almost 40 minutes in the session and is unable to break. So if we just add this into if you add so you look at here. So those who have shorted here, those who have shorted here, imagine this all the Asia and the London session, whatever they traded is basically in the 10-point range, one of the worst range they can trade it. And 11 o'clock is the place where the London session is going to get closed. So they need to decide whether they need to keep it long or they need to go short because it's the weekend. So they need to decide what they want to take the position in. So I guess that we might going to get clarity after 11 or likely that we're going to get some direction in the last 30 minutes of before the London session closes. Because whatever it is, they need to decide is a Friday. So are they going short? Here you go. They dumped it. Both are coming down. True. Yeah, here, look at this. It's how deep it is. Right. And now we have a 57 support, but which is lighter support than this. So if it break 5700, we can have the short side momentum. So I'm gonna considering shorting it 57 under 5700. The point is it's still above the VWAP, but it's already 40 minutes gone, and market has not taken any direction. Now the question still in yeah. I think this is in tiny range, so we don't touch it. I will not take any trade, even if it break 5700. Let it come down, and clearly we see the range is breaking down because it can easily chop us out. And I already have a one Tesla red trade, so I don't want to take a second trade unless I see a super setup still above the VWAP. So right now, if you look at it, the previous consolidation is only 3 points away. So look at this. Now we in the ranges of the 3 points, which is bizarre, right? Tesla still moving up. It reached to the 307. Wow. Okay. Market is very close to breaking down the V. Okay. Let's see what it does now. If it can close below this level, very boring day here. Okay, this looks interesting. Now let's see, does it break down? Okay, it's breaking down now. Nice. So let's see what it does. Can we get the entry once it breaks down? I'm still watching. No entry yet. Still too choppy. It's just trying to pull down and pull back up. 11 minutes before the 10:30 candle closes. Oh, this big push came. Okay, so confirming the trend now. Market is breaking down. Stay focus is still within the just above the yesterday red candle. Okay, I'm watching now. Let's see how does it close here. We have a 56.95 as a point. If this candle close red, and then we can go break down below the 56.90. I'm watching this. This is very good consideration. 56.93. I'm short. Don't move. I didn't like the bounce here again. So extended as well. Come on, one push down. Very good. Very nice. Very nice trade. Very nice. Good. Good. Go. Keep going. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very awesome trade. Awesome trade. Anyone took it with me? Guys, this is the time to horn it. Come on, guys. Have you taken it or no? Oh, rocking, rocking. See the patient space? Patient space or not? Come on, guys. Tell me. I heard the order fill sound. Okay, who else didn't take it? For them, this is the sound. Who did? Come on. Oh my, it's still going, man. It's still going. It's still going. Oh my goodness. We take the profit clearly. That's fine. That's okay. See, it's not about, see, you're practicing. What you're practicing is something more than one trade. Okay. Doesn't really matter one trade. What you are learning right now is that how you can stay patient in just one trade and just change everything for you. So, Brian, John, Cantegree, Quenboy, Vivek, why you guys so quiet? It mean that you have not taken it. Yeah. All right. So we'll do the recap of this, okay? Why we taken it? Why? What was the setup? why it was very important for the right risk reward. We're going to do the recap, but I want to hear everyone whether they have taken it or not, and then I'm going to give the recap that why and how you should take it. John, have you taken it? This is a perfect setup. This is a perfect short setup. Okay, so Boy took it, but it doesn't have a mic. So Boy, get the mic so you can participate and ask a question. I really want you to be part of our community, and you will see in no time you're gonna see the impact in your consistency and everything. So let's wait a little bit, and then we're gonna analyze it again, the recap that why we have taken it and why we're waiting it before and why Vivek was saying is it's making a new high or it's getting uptrending, and I was saying no. We're gonna do all those analysis in just for a few minutes, okay? And I'm just thinking that is there any way I can do the stream on the YouTube so then we can just share this recap with the YouTube as well, so I don't need to reshare later on. Then what you can do, you can like it later, okay? So see, the market is still moving, so we might gonna find one more or good more trade, but let's do the recap, okay? So when we came in the morning, and this is what our 30 minutes chart look like. And we didn't know what is going to happen here. Let's just remove this. Okay. We just know that what happened so far until the end of the day yesterday. And we were saying that when the pre-market, when we started the analysis, we noticed that our, I think the at the time when we are close to 9 o'clock or 9:10 when we were starting our discussion, we noticed that price was somewhere close to 57.15. Let me just draw here. So we were somewhere here. And I was saying that we are above the May 5th and then below the May 2nd. And this is a very important consolidations was happening throughout the yesterday London session and then Asia session. And I was saying that what's going to happen, we need to be really cognizant. We cannot, unless it breaks out on this level, we can go long. And if it doesn't go, we cannot go long. And that was we really hoping for, to see a clear direction from the market. And then we waited almost 40 minutes. And when we saw there is a clearly rejection coming in from the 5700, we had the book map, clear visualization that is not moving down. And then we saw that this level is breaking down, which is 56, which is 5700. And we saw that if we go downside and almost 30 minutes are remaining, and I was telling that 11 o'clock, the London session is going to get over. They need to really decide what they need to do. They can't take the position overnight if they don't know where market is going. So they give the enough time until we close to the 10:30 and we start selling off. And now we are retesting the May 8th. Does it mean that we are now going down and breaking down all the channels? I don't know. But definitely it means that this breakout attempt has failed. And not only once, twice it failed. So we might going to see a more downside moves. Now, how we have traded, that is really important. So the first principle for being consistent is that you need to be indifferent about the candles and never chase those candles. So this was a part of the consolidation where we have not touched the trade. And what we see here, that the first leg came in here, and we saw clearly that market has break the 5700 level and came down now. So some people can say, oh, it is really extended now, move has already again. So no. But the point is that you need to clearly see the structure is breaking down and changing before you jump to the party. So we saw clearly 1, 2, and 3 minute of consolidation. And I say, you know what, we're going to enter once it's going to break this, and our risk would be here. So we had a 3 point, more than less than 3 point risk here. And we let it run all the way from 56.88 to all the way to 57.70. So almost 20 points range. It's really beautiful move we got it here. There's other move came in as well. We didn't take it. You do not need to take all the move. So now the question is that this is the whole move. As I always preach, never get attracted to the first move, never attracted to the second move. Always try to get the piece of the middle of the move. That is what best move you can get it. Okay. Any question, guys? And I want to say appreciate everyone in our group have taken that trade, and I think majority of them taken that trade. We have called it out with the live. If you guys want to join us and learn, how to be patient, stay focused, wait for the right setup, look for the right risk reward, and just enter the trade. One and done, sniper mentality. Come and join our smaller growing community. Any question, guys? Any questions before we end the YouTube recap? I want you to know that this is the only community which allow their members to speak and use the microphone and ask the question rather than chat. And that's where we do a two-way communication and learn from each other. Perfect. Any other questions? If not, then we can wait a little bit, hang out here. Always review my daily Substack, which is free, which is give you the levels, which is gonna give you the context. And this is exactly the context we were giving the free away you guys to learn that the patience is the key. Look for the setups and enter on the right setup. So we patiently waited. And you look at it, if you look at it on the 5 minutes or 2 minute chart, you're gonna clearly see this is a perfect textbook M pattern, and once it broke the M pattern, we went downside. So it's clear textbook high, low, lower high, and here is go lower low. Look at this clearly, and it's still coming down. I think unless it's not going to retest what you call the previous, I think the yesterday or let me see my because of all the things I opened, my pen got stuck. But if you look at it, unless we go and retest this area, I think it's still going to continue this. There's a 50 SMA here as well on the NQ. So it might be some consolidation and then the downtrend gonna continue. Okay, here you go. I got it here. So here you go. So if you look at it here, so if you look at it here, we are again retesting the May 6th and May 7th high. So definitely we're going to go and check the 56.53. What happened next? We're gonna find the support. We're gonna lose it. This is all going to depend because look at the how market has moved on a monthly chart. You're gonna be surprised to see that. So if you look at the monthly, we are almost green for the month in April after all these nonsense noises. And right now we are here in consolidation. So the question is that are we going to break out the April high or are we just going to come down? So this is 57, 57.70, 57.50. There's a clear resistance. And we go level by level, no biases, no convictions. Whatever the market gonna give it to us, we're gonna react and we're gonna trade. That's a simple philosophy. I like the Coin Boy comment, as cool as the other side of the pillows. Thank you. Appreciate it if you liked it. Yeah, we wanted you to join our group. All right, let me just end this recording and then we can hang out a little bit.